Good morning, you guys. Happy Tuesday, March, I think 7th. Yes, Tuesday, March 7th. Happy Tuesday, you guys. It's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Hey, ho. Hey, ho. It's Tuesday. Good morning, you guys. I hope you had a good night's sleep. Hope you said your prayers this last night as well as this morning for all your brothers and sisters in Christ, you guys. And I hope you woke up expecting great things this morning to happen to you, through you, and for you. I'm expecting it every day. Sorry about that, guys. Hold on. Yeah. Anyway, guys, I don't know what's going on lately. I'm so tired. Last night, when I got off, yesterday was busy, y'all. It was, them calls was non-stop. And it was so funny because so many different people, therapists, people that you transfer calls to, other employees, they was just like, why is these phones, it's a Monday, but it was just, oh my God, it was just crazy, y'all. And now we have a monthly meeting coming up, I think next week, and I have to do the slides or whatever. It's just so much, y'all. Sometimes it's overwhelming, when the calls are coming in and the messages are constantly shooting up about this, about that, and questions. And I was just wore out when I got off work. I was constantly throughout the day, Lord, please slow these phones down, Lord, I'm tired. But I also asked that the day go by quick, so so with the phones being as busy as they were, you didn't have much time to look at the time. And then when I started work, I couldn't log in. My password needed to be changed. I was completely locked out. I forgot to change it before when I logged off on Friday. So I was completely locked out. I didn't really start work till about 10:30. My first break was 10:15. That was obviously missed because I spent most of the morning trying to get into the system. It was just the craziest thing. But anyway, I was able to get in, obviously. But again, y'all, I was just so busy. So when I did get off, I got off maybe 5:05 because I had a last minute call. When I did get off, y'all, my intentions was just to lay down for a moment. I got my Bible and my notebook and everything, and I put it on the couch. And I was like, I'm just going to lay here for a moment, y'all. I was tired. I'm just going to lay here for a moment. Just, close my eyes for a moment. I went to sleep. It was 11 o'clock at night when I woke up. I was like, oh my God, I've been sleeping all this time. I was like, Sheena, get up. Read your word. Do something. I don't even know if I ate. Yeah, I did. I got up, ate something, and then I laid back down and back to sleep I went. I was just tired, drained. And then, with me just being so emotionally shut down kind of over the weekend, I guess that was, I don't know, maybe that was part of me being even more drained. And so I ended up falling right back to sleep. This time I woke up, it was about 12 in the morning. It just was off. It just was constant. I would wake up. It was 12 in the morning. It's okay. the TV was on, so the picture I went to sleep on, I rewinded it back to where I left off, and maybe half an hour to an hour later I was asleep again, and so that's how my night went, all the way up until like 2:45 this morning. I was just up off and on. And then it didn't help now, where this morning I was like, okay, I heard Lavelle leave. He was like, I told him to have a good day. And even then, I went right back to sleep. It was just moments that I was up. Went right back to sleep. And then it was time just about for me to get up. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to lay here for a little bit longer. Which was hard to do because Chapo crazy butt was up, and he was running and shooting all across the couch, all across over my head. He's constantly getting up, trying to whack him because he's scratching up the carpet. I had to put a rug over the carpet because he's actually scratched it up, like the little threads are sticking up. I'm like, oh my God, like, Chapo, stop already. Like, what is wrong with you? He put a hole in the garbage bag. Like, he's really wilding out. He's really wilding out. This morning I have the Hershey, the chocolate Hershey coffee with vanilla cream, French vanilla, and it's really good. It's really good. Just had a taste of chocolate, and it's really that Hershey. It's really got a chocolatey, like a dark chocolate like flavor. It's really good. Oh, I got a chill. Yeah, I'm a little tired this morning, but it's okay. Get on up, do what I gotta do. I'm into, get my, study and try to get my bills and things, documented, what all needs to pay, be paid, how much, when, all of that I needed to do yesterday. But again, I just went to sleep. And then when I tried to, when I woke up one of the times throughout the night, I was like, okay, I'm going to read. And so I got the Bible, I opened it, and then the glasses that I had sitting next to me, I couldn't see out of them. The words on the Bible were too small with those glasses, and they were not magnified, so I couldn't see it up close. Anything up close like writing, that's what I need the glasses for. I cannot, see. My contacts is for seeing far. The reading glasses is for seeing up close. And then some of the glasses are good enough where I can even see far. It's just not as crisp. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So yeah, that's been my night. Look at him. He's something else. Like, he thinks he's just jotting back and forth. He thinks that Jeremiah room is his. I really do believe that. And that when he's put out or the door is shut, he don't like it. It's nut. He's something else, brother. All you want to do is wait on Jeremiah so he can play. I don't know if y'all can see him down there. That's all he do. He sit up and wait on Jeremiah to come home so he can play. Say good morning, people. Nutcase. This morning, I had to find my rings. I took them off last night. Put lotion on. Or to try to braid my hair so I can see. It's hard. I wake up this morning, one of the rings is gone. Chapo, up on the table. Like, my phone uncharged because he keep playing with the cord. Woo. He is a whole nut, y'all. He's a whole nutcase. And I'm not complaining. But that carpet thing, you have to stop that. Oh, that is really good. It's been a while since I had that. It's been a while. So anyway, y'all, my nose is running this morning. Running really bad, but as y'all can see, my face is starting to clear up a lot. I mean, it was so bad, y'all, that when I was putting that medicated cream on there, remember I was telling y'all it was just on fire. It was burning so bad. But it's starting to clear up. And I bought 2 small tubes, so I'm definitely gonna have to get some more because I'm just about out of it. And I had to use so much of it because my face was just so damaged. So I won't be trying nothing else on my face no more mask, nothing, because, you know, I knew I shouldn't have, but I thought maybe, you know, over time, maybe things change, you know, your body change. Nope. Face is sensitive, and that's just all it is to it. Sorry, guys. Pudgy, would you bring me a napkin? Oh, you got a I'm sorry. He got a handful of stuff. You want me to open the door? Yeah, he waiting. He is waiting. And if you don't let him in, if you hear him scratching, please open the door and stop him. That's why I put that rug there. Sorry, guys. I was responding to a message there, and because my head was down, I didn't see Jeremiah's hands were full. He had fixed his breakfast. I just saw him standing there. He was trying to not to drop the plate. He had so much in his hands. And then you got to try to look out, you know, because of the cat. As you walking, you know, Chapo is all under your feet. He's snatching at you. He's jumping at your pants. He's trying to play. And he gone now because he follows Jeremiah into the room. Like he'll right here. And then when Jeremiah go, he'll, you know, try to beat him into the room. Because, you know, a lot of times Jeremiah going to shut the door on him because he be tired. And Chapo be wanting to play. Like, Chapo just be everywhere. He's just something else. He's something else. Lavelle don't sit up and hold him and rub him like that. Yeah, you know, talk to him and maybe pat him a little bit or something like that. But sometimes you be in Lavelle room. But sorry, guys. Anyway, guys, it's 7:36. I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. I honestly don't have a lot to talk about this morning, like as if I really ever do. But I really don't. I just my mind has just been everywhere lately. But I just been chill. Like, I don't want to do anything. If that, I don't know. You know how sometimes you just get where you just don't want to? Don't want to what? Nothing. Just don't want to. Just don't want to do anything. And that's how I feel. That's how I am. Like Friday, I almost called off work. It was a struggle up until the last moment. And then there was no, VTO because it was busy. And yesterday was the same way. And I'm pretty sure today will probably be the same way, and I don't know. I think I might, because I do have, Chapo, stop it! Chapo! I do have time available, so I think I'm gonna try to put in some time next week. I'll probably try to request Friday off. Yeah, I know I requested April 9th. That's my birthday, y'all. I requested that day off a long time ago. I don't even remember what day it falls on or whatever, but I'll look at it. Like maybe on one of my breaks, I'll check. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go in and put time in for yesterday, which sucks. If there's system issues or whatever the case may be, it should be accounted for. It's not my fault, but in this case it was. So I'm just gonna put my time in or flow hours or something, because that was my fault. Had I updated my password like I was supposed to, then I wouldn't have had to go through that. But I did. I forgot. And then it shed light on other issues. It was really weird, because when I called, the girl was able to reset my password. I was able to get in the computer, but then I had to restart it. And so when I restarted it, I couldn't get back in it using the new password. It let me in using the old password. I went in and made all necessary changes, but it was crazy, and I couldn't get in certain files, this, that, and the other. I called IT. The guy couldn't figure it out. He told me to call my supervisor. She couldn't figure it out. She said, well, I think this is the issue, call him back. So I called him back. He was like, yeah, did I just talk to you? I said, yeah. Well, she told me da-da-da-da-da. And then I was like, well, there's two issues now, because when I tried to log in, it made me log in using the old password. But how is that possible when the old password was changed? Da-da-da-da-da-da. And he was like, you know what? He said, sign out. So I signed out, but as soon as I signed out, it cut me off with him, because I was talking to him through the work phone. And so when I signed out, it completely disconnected me from him. It was crazy, but it did work. When I signed back on, I was able to sign on using the new password, and I was able to get into everything. So now I don't know if I ever have an issue again. Sign out. Sign out. I'm always, restarting, but it never dawned on me to just sign out and then back in again as well. But anyway, that was that. Y'all, I'm watching a new K-drama. I think I mentioned it. It's called Legal High, I think it is, and it's really good. One of the main characters, his name is Park Ho, I forget. I freaking love his character. I kept getting him confused with Rain. For some reason, he just kept reminding me of Rain. And I remember, so I had to Google it. And when I Googled it, I remember that I seen the two of them in a lot of pictures together. And that's why it was on my mind. Is this boy Rain? It's three of them, actually, that favor each other, that I keep getting them mixed up. And Rain is the only one whose name I ever could remember, because Rain is spelled differently, but Rain, that's simple to remember. But his name I never really I didn't know. And it dawned on me, oh, okay, now he's older, but I remember now I had seen him in so many different K-dramas and pictures, right? And he always kind of plays the, you know, you have the ones where you have the guys that always play the lead, that always get the girl, and you have the one that's the second, the runner-up, that wants the girl but don't get the girl type of thing. So I think in most of the pictures that I've seen, he's been that second one, the runner-up. I don't ever remember, as I can recall, him being the one that gets the girl. Now, he's always played the type of roles where you don't know if he's good or bad. You know, like borderline good, borderline bad, or really, really bad. So he played, or is it the other boy? Man, lately, this one that I'm talking about and another one have been playing these devious roles, right? Where their whole facial expression looks like you like, damn, they got multiple personalities, right? Yeah, it was him. And I mean, he's playing these roles very well. He's very tall, and he's that type of bow-legged where his legs don't come together at the bottom. And when I tell y'all, he playing this role where you really can't tell which one he is, if he's good, if he's bad. And I think he's really trying to decide himself. You know, it's like he's trying to beat their lawyers. Prosecutors. He's trying to beat the teacher, the man that taught him. He feels like he'll never be, because the man that taught him has never, ever, ever won a case, right? They call him something pervert. Mad pervert, something, I forget, but he's never won a case, and he'll let out there. But that's because he's been through a lot. He's already a little eccentric, but then he's been through a lot too, so that makes him even more over the edge. And so this guy was taught by him, and so he is always going to be second best compared to this guy, right? He's always going to be good because he was taught by the best, but his light never shines because of this guy. Like, no matter what you do, this one is always going to be a step ahead, a step, whatever. So he stopped working with him for many reasons, but he came back on the scene because he joined a law firm opposite from him, a law firm that he had beef with, and so he joined that law firm because his main goal was to beat him. He wanted to win a case because he felt like, if I beat him, the man who's never lost the case, who's taught me, I'm validated, I mean something, I have worth, I have value. And so he's kind of borderline in, whether I should be good or should be bad. Should I be on his side? Should I not be? And the girl that his teacher is now teaching, he likes. So it's really good. It's really good. I like it so far. I like it. I do have to go back because I kept falling asleep. And so also, he was feeling really weighed down, and so he was asking his butler, like, why do I feel so weighed down? Well, it's because he had spirits on him, spirits around him. The butler could see it, and when he was in the hospital, he could see some, spirits. He didn't think that the butler could see it when he was joking around about it, but the butler could, and the butler joked around about it because he didn't want him to know he could. And so he, would say a prayer, the butler, and tell the spirits, okay, go ahead now. So there's one little spirit that keeps lingering around, and she keeps holding on to the lawyer's coat, on the bottom of his coat, because when she met him, that's what she did. She pulled his bottom of his jacket. And anyway, the little girl passed away, and he was it had to do with some chemical something, and the adults survived with medication, but she didn't. She got better, but eventually it just overcame her. And her and the lawyer had a great relationship because she didn't have a mom or dad. She was staying with her grandfather, and so she became attached to the lawyer, and the lawyer became attached to her because it was just him. He didn't have nobody. His dad treated him like crap, so he became attached to it. He was fighting for her, and so when she died, he kind of snapped, right? Because it showed him how the justice system, the same system that he works for, is very corrupt. So now he's that set him off. So now he's trying to fight against these same corrupt people. So it's a lot going on. But to add to that, the little girl's spirit is still around. And so he could see her. Sometimes she'd be waving at him and he waves back. Sometimes she's walking behind him, tugging on his jacket. The old man, of course, can see her. But then one day, the girl goes into the plant room and she see the little girl in there. She bends down and she's like, "Hey, how are you? How did you get in here? And what's your name?" And the little girl spoke to her, and that's when the butler came and was like, "What you doing?" And the little girl had left at that point. And she was like, "Well, this little girl is in here." And she turned around. She's like, "Where'd she go?" And he looked at her like, "Does she see her too?" And she goes, "She was just sitting here. Her name is da-da-da." And he looked like, how she know her name? So in order for her to know the name, that means she had to speak to her. Which she said, "I spoke to her." And he's looking like, how is he, what's going on? How is it she's able to speak to this girl? So what is it about her that she's able to speak to her? And so we're going to see what's that about. And I believe the little girl is trying to save his life. I really do. I believe everything that's going on with him, she's unable to move on because she needs to help him first. I believe that's what it's gonna end up, what it's gonna boil down to. So it's really good. It's really good, and it's long. It's so far a lot of episodes, and the episodes are long ones. That's the only thing I don't like about it, but it's good. They're starting to introduce more characters. Like they're showing you some of the characters that cause him to be the way he is. One in particular pisses me off. He's very young, handsome, but he's an evil person. He was walking down the how some rich people think like they're above God and above everything and everybody. And so his dad is rich, therefore he's a rich kid from, ain't nothing he did, it's because of his dad. And he an old man bumped into him, and the old man was like, "I'm so sorry," but the boy was so pissed. The old man was like, "I can pay you," because the boy was like, "This suit, you just messed up my suit." The man was like, "I'm sorry," and he pulled out his pocket. He said, "Will this help?" And the boy was like, "That ain't nothing." He said, "You know how many thousands of dollars I paid for this suit?" Da, 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 da. So the boy looked around and he saw the camera, so he put his arm around the old man's shoulders and walked him out of the eyesight of the cameras and beat the old man to death. Like, really? This is an old man. You're a young man. Why would you even, what kind of satisfaction could you get out of hurting somebody weaker than you? Like, woo, I was so pissed off. I was like, and then they were showing him, and he did the same thing to the lawyer. So he's now being introduced back into the whole thing, and he's still an ass. He's still evil. He's still nasty. He's got people, trying to hurt. It's crazy. It's good. You guys should watch it, and it's freaking hilarious. It's freaking funny. You got one lawyer who, he starts off as a butt because he's the brother-in-law of the main lawyer, the boss, the CEO, and he's constantly doing dumb stuff and making mistakes, right? He's trying to fit in, and they're all after that one lawyer. They all trying to beat him, trying to be better than him. And y'all, he cracks me up some of the stuff that he does, you just can't help but giggle. It's so freaking funny. It's hilarious. He's so hilarious. You guys have to watch it. You really do. Like, it's so funny. He went to the lawyer that they all trying to beat, and he was talking smack to him, and he called himself going to attack him. But the little old man, the lawyer's butler and basically bodyguard, who's had multiple jobs, when he went to grab dude, the old man just came out of nowhere and flipped him. Whop! Threw him down. It was so funny. And he was laying on the ground on his back looking up at them, and they was having a whole conversation. He was like, how y'all having a conversation after you just flipped me? It's just so funny. Like, and every time he see him, he kind of, hello, and keep going, right? Like, how you doing? Keep on going. And he's also afraid, but is falling in love with his co-worker, a female lawyer, who he in his mind finds out was a gangster. So he half got her. It's too funny. It's just funny. Y'all have to watch it. It's really funny. I think you would like it. And it kind of helped keep my mind off stuff for a moment. I think just was cracking up. But yeah, that's it. I don't have much else to say this morning except you guys enjoy your Tuesday morning, your Taco Tuesday morning, or whatever Tuesday it is for you. Terrific, thoughtful Tuesday. Just enjoy it. Be kind. Say something kind to someone, do something kind for someone, and just expect great things today, you guys. And remember to say prayers, because we all need it. We all need it. I'll talk to you guys a little bit later today, in the day, hopefully. If not, as always, be it the Lord's will, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Okay? You guys have an amazing rest of the day. Ooh, my hair looks so rough, y'all. I got up this morning and I just blow dried because it was all over the place in the back. So I just blow dried the back again. But last night I braided. Instead of twisting, I braided it, which was hard with these nails, and the fact that so much is damaged and broke off. It wasn't as long as it used to be. So I'm going to try as long as I can to keep it braided like this. I'm just going to keep it braided as long as I possibly can, so that I can get this to grow back. Keep the oil in it. I put some oil in it. I put the strengthening cream in it, and the leave-in, just a little bit of leave-in conditioner, so that I could pull it tight and so that it could help. So yeah, we'll see what happens, you guys. I'll talk to you later, and enjoy the day. Bye now.